Though the season is winding down, something about this time always pulls me towards spring. From a bit of garden cleanup to unboxing a few lovely garden goodies, the end of November felt quietly satisfying. I've even been baking more too, leaning into comfort and warmth. And somewhere in the middle of it all, I started a new side quest, training for a 5K, but very, very slowly. I also learned that I could plant most of my spring bulbs now, which made my gardener heart so happy. The possibilities tucked inside this shifting season are enough to put me in motion. And with time moving as fast as it does, giving my future self even the smallest head start feels like all the wins I need. That is all the garden cleanup I want to do today. Eventually, the cut-flower garden will be completely weed-free. Oh my gosh. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it is November, and technically it doesn't need to be ready until early spring. So I have plenty of time, but I wanna go ahead and get started now because I am a procrastinator. So since I'm done with cleaning today, I do want to do a mini unboxing with you guys, or a quick unboxing. I got some garden goodies that I want to share with you. And this box is actually a gift from Epic Gardening. I think they sent out several gifts to different garden creators. So I want to say thank you, Epic Gardening, for sending me this. Show y'all what I picked out. First thing I picked out is an Epic Gardening hat. I really like the green color. If y'all have noticed, I love green. So I feel like this is really cute. The next thing I picked out is the Epic 4-cell seed starting trays. I have the 6-cell and I love them so much. So I'm super happy that I have the 4-cell. And the last things that's in the box are grow bags. I got the 15-gallon 5-pack, 2 of them, but one is lined and one is unlined. I am a big fan of grow bags. As y'all know, I do lots of things in grow bags: flowers, vegetables, even I don't know if I've tried perennials in grow bags. I don't know. I might experiment with doing that. But love grow bags so much. Again, thank you, Epic Gardening, for sending me these goodies. I cannot wait to put them to use. Very excited. Especially, oh my gosh, I'm really excited about these. I think these are going to be perfect for my tomatoes, because then once once it's time to pot them up, I don't have to move them again if they're in this, because I feel like it's big enough. Yes, excited about that. All right, we are moving right along. So Heirloom Roses sent me a bunch of spring bulbs, and I actually received this a few weeks ago, but I had went ahead and opened the box so I can get them in the refrigerator. So our weather is like up and down. So I like to put my bulbs in the refrigerator so they can get consistent cold temps. So that's where these have been living for the past few weeks. But I want to show you which ones I have received. Okay, this first one is absolutely gorgeous. It is called Bella Blush. It is a Darwin hybrid tulip. So it should come back at least for a couple of years. I think after like the 4th year, it kind of starts to dwindle, not put on a good show compared to the first 3 years, in my opinion, or in my experience, but we'll see how this does. Oh, this next one, gorgeous. It is called Beach Berry. I love how these blooms look. They kind of put me in the mind of peonies. This one is similar to the romantic mix. I wonder if the pink one that's in here is actually beachberry. Now I'm curious. It actually doesn't say, but they really do look similar. And these are they're double tulips. That's what they're called. The blooms that look like this. Double tulips. And they look just like peonies. And I like this romantic mix because it has that dark pink, light pink, and white. Where are these gonna go, y'all? I have no idea. Let me hurry up. I said this is gonna be a quick unboxing. I feel like I'm moving slow. This one is an iris called Are We in Love? I had said on my bulb wishlist video that I want to try irises, and this is the year. But this one is Sir Winston Churchill. It is a daffodil. And I got this one because it is known for being a really good parentalizer. Parentalizer? Is that a word? Very good at naturalizing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very good at naturalizing, coming back over and over again compared to other daffodils, which is what I read. But pretty much like all daffodils are good at naturalizing, but I'm assuming that there are some that are better than others. I could be wrong though, y'all. Always fact check me, because I do not remember everything. Yeah, so I got multiples of the Sir Winston Churchill. I know I want to do them in a cluster. I just don't know where. My battery died in the middle of showing y'all that last one. Now I have to pull everything out just to find it. It was the drumstick allium. Very pretty. I think I wanted to try this one because alliums usually are like really big and round, but these are more on the smaller side and the stems are really narrow. So I feel like these are gonna look really pretty, like blowing in the wind. Cannot wait to try these. So not that much, but just a lot of multiple bags because I want to make sure that I'm giving myself a really nice show for spring. I feel like I'm physically ready for that season-ish. Ready-ish. We got time though. I'm already thinking about spring and it's not even winter yet, but I just have to figure out where everything is gonna go. Maybe we'll walk around the garden and brainstorm together because I don't know. And I really want to do more bulbs in containers for sure. And container gardening is something I want to master. And I feel like spring bulbs look so pretty in containers. And, you know, I can always throw them in the ground after they have spent, which is what I love to do. All right, in this last box, I have some ranunculus. And I am going to be planting these this week. Ticolote. Ticolote. Don't know if I'm saying that right, y'all. But a very, very, very gorgeous ranunculus. Oh my gosh. I think my first year of successfully growing ranunculus was last year. And I think what made it successful is that I planted them at the right time. And the right time was pretty much now. But last year I planted them in October. I'm like a month behind. How cute are these? Oh my gosh, ranunculus. I hope everything turns out good for 2026. All of this planting and stuff. Oh my gosh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I only need to put the tulips in the refrigerator. So I think I'm going to go ahead and plant the ranunculus for sure. I'm gonna plant the irises, the alliums, and I can also plant the daffodils. It says they don't need to be kept in the refrigerator. So maybe I'll figure that out. And then when I know what I'm doing, y'all will see what I end up doing. Oh my gosh. I'm so unorganized. Ethel, up. Up. Good job. It is the next morning, and I think I figured out where I want to put those bulbs. We are about to head outside. It was actually raining earlier, but now the sun is out. So we are going to head out there and see exactly where all of these bulbs are going. I don't know why. I know when plants are coming. I know when I'm getting things, and then I wait until the last minute to figure out where the stuff is gonna go. Do y'all do that? You know the plants are coming, and then you have no idea where they're going. Oh, I'm trying to put my shoes on. Yeah, this is what happens when you want to do all the things, but you really shouldn't be trying to do all the things. But let's go ahead and head out. It looks really pretty out here. Leaves all on the ground. They are so pretty. I love the color of the orange and the red. Oh my gosh. So cute, so cute. Let's head to the back. All right, we've made it back here. I have yet to break this down, so it's just been sitting right here. So for those who know how my spring bulbs had looked, my tulips, I'm thinking about putting the narcissus directly behind it. Those Winston Churchill daffodils. So I want to say, I'm going to look back at my pictures, but I want to say that the tulips go from like the top edge of this border to about maybe here, I want to say. So I'm going to put the daffodils behind that, all around here. And I might end up accidentally digging up some gladiolus in the process. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Like for the instance, it's gladiolus right here. That should be in the ground. But if that happens, it's okay. And they're just going to drift all the way around here. So that's the plan with the daffodils. And then for the alliums and what was the other thing? The irises. I'm thinking I want to kind of cluster them in this area, like around these barrel planters. And I lost one of the trees for this one. So I feel like I want to maybe stick this in the ground and then do something different right here, or change out these barrels altogether because they've been right here for the past couple of years, and it might be time for a change. But irises, alliums, kind of dotted around here. Narcissus, probably drift them this way as well, depending on how many I have. I should have enough though. And I might just give them more space because I know eventually they're going to multiply. So I think that's the plan for those. And then as far as the ranunculus is concerned, I have ranunculus from last year in here. I saw some coming up I think that's one right here, right there. It looks really sad. So I'm not 100% sure that my ranunculus from last year are going to come up. They are a perennial in my zone, so we will see. But I'm thinking of putting the new ranunculus. I have peonies right here, and I'm thinking of putting them in between here, like a cluster here. Like that's a peony there. You can probably barely see it. And then a cluster of ranunculus here. So I want to say that is the plan for the spring bulbs. Like I said yesterday, the tulips are going to sit in the refrigerator, and we're going to figure out where those are going to go ahead of time. It would be nice to like bring some of those like daffodils and tulips in the house as cut flowers. I haven't done that before, but I think if you do that, you don't like, they won't come back the next year. They won't come back next year. I don't know. Have y'all read something about that? If so, let me know. Maybe I need to probably do some more research. But it feels so good out here. I am about to go on a run. I used to run track in high school, and I feel like that was forever ago. But baby steps. My first goal is a 5K, and then maybe we'll do a 10K, maybe we'll do a 15K. Don't know, but baby steps, baby steps. Right now, I just need to conquer this current run, and let me start because I feel like I'm procrastinating. Plantain bread is one of my absolute favorite things to bake. It is delicious. If you have never tried it, I highly recommend it. But let's transition to the garden while it is baking, and let's try to get these daffodils planted. I said earlier that I kind of feel behind, but I didn't realize that I could go ahead and plant my daffodils now and that they did not need to be in the refrigerator with the tulips. But now I know, and we're just going to go ahead and get them planted right now. And sadly, my mic was not on at this point in the video, so I'm just going to quickly walk you through what I was talking about. Which you can probably tell I'm pretty much just finalizing the spot for the daffodils. I don't know why it takes me so long to make a decision where I want to put plants, which is probably why I like growing things in containers, because it gives me the chance to change my mind as many times as I want, because it's easy to move the containers. But I ended up deciding to plant them around the urn. I showed earlier that I have some tulips growing right in the front and on the sides of the urn, so I feel like putting it Putting the daffodils directly behind it will soften the urn even more. So that is where these are gonna go. All right, all of the daffodils have been planted into their spots, and I cannot wait to see how they turn out in the spring. I feel like it is going to be absolutely stunning. And I want to use the leftover daffodils that I have and put them into a container. But this first container I grabbed was a little bit too shallow. For some reason, I was thinking I was planting paper whites, but that is not the case. And I need to grab a deeper pot for the Sir Winston Churchill daffodils. But it does kind of make me want to run down to the nursery and pick up some paper whites to put into this shallower pot, because I feel like that them growing in there, it will be breathtaking. Oh my gosh, I feel like it would be too cute. But these daffodils are going to be in this pot and live in the greenhouse through the winter. So the ranunculus are soaking, and they will be soaking for the next 3 hours or so, maybe longer. And then after, I'm just going to put them in the refrigerator, because I read that if you chill the ranunculus corms before you plant them, they'll end up creating better blooms or something like that, or better plants. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I want to try that experiment. I don't think I've ever put ranunculus in the refrigerator, so I'm curious. So let me go ahead and get these irises and alliums planted in the ground, and I think I know where they're gonna go. I gotta get more soil. All the bulbs are planted for now. The tulips are chilling in the refrigerator, pun intended. And like I said earlier, we will get those planted probably in February-ish, January. But I'm excited to see how everything turns out. I honestly did not know where to plant stuff. So in the end, I ended up just throwing stuff wherever I thought it would look pretty. And we will see how they end up turning out. And those ranunculus I'll end up planting in another video. Like I said, I'm going to chill them in the refrigerator for about a week to see if it makes a difference in the blooms. Very curious about that. I'm always saying I feel like gardening is an experiment, and it definitely is. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. I'm tired. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next video. By the time this video comes out, it'll be December. So I hope your December is going well. Let me know in the comments how it's going and what are your plans for this holiday season. I would love to know. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.